Good morning, dear students. We are going to start with chapter number 3, that is public, private and global enterprises. Many of the students have requested me to start this chapter again as because of some technical errors the lecture was not clear on that day. So I'm going to start with the chapter number 3, that is public, private and global enterprises. First of all, I want to tell you about the private sector. Now, what is a private company? As we have already discussed about the private company, that a private company is one which has a private ownership, which is started by the private individuals, and it means what? It means that state has no interference, or the center has no interference in the working or the decisions of this company, right? So according to section 268 of Companies Act 2013, what does a private company mean? A private companies are those companies whose article of association restrict the transferability of shares. I told you, dear students, in the last chapter we have discussed what are the main two documents required for starting a company, both in the case of the private company as well as the public company. That is a memorandum of association and an article of association. For private company, article of association is necessary, and article of association restricts the transferability of shares. They can't transfer the shares and prevent the public at large from subscribing to them. As we have already discussed, that private company cannot invite public to subscribe for their shares. And this is a basic criteria that differentiates between the private company and the public company. We have already discussed in the last chapter about what is the difference between the public company and the private company, and I hope that difference is clear to you. Then the next one is I'll show you some private companies of India. One is it's Anil Ambani Group, that is Reliance Capital, Reliance Communication, Reliance Health. Then Reliance Group, which is owned by Mukesh Ambani, that is Reliance Industries, Reliance Retail, Reliance Construction, Reliance Infrastructure Limited, and so many other companies. Then Aditya Birla Group, Ultratech Cement, Idea Cellular Phone, Birla Sunlight. All these are the private companies which are owned by the Aditya Birla Group. And then is Ratan Tata Group, Tata Life Insurance, Tata Capital, Tata Communications, Tata Motors. All these are the examples of private companies of India. Then the next one, there are some features of the private sectors, and what are those features, and that will make our differentiation more clear about the public sector and the private sector. First of all, the private sector, it works for the profit motive. The main aim of the private sector is just to earn profit and more profit. Service motive is not a big criteria for a private sector company. Its main criteria is to earn more and more profits. Then private ownership is there. That is, I told you that central and the state government has no interference, doesn't interference in the working of the company. Then profit. Third feature of private sector is profit is evidence of success. Service is not their motive, and which company is more successful and which one is more flourishing, it depends on the profits. So profit is the evidence of success of the private companies. Then private management is there because the board of directors are nominated by the shareholders to take the care of the business. Then less political intervention is there, as the government, and whether the state government or the central government, both the governments, they don't have any interference in the working of the company, in the affairs of the company. So there is less political intervention in the working of the private company. Then next is we are going to start with the, we have discussed the form of private enterprises. I have already told you a number of forms of organization we have discussed. That is, first is a sole trader. Sole trader is the best example of the private enterprises. Then is a partnership. Then is a joint venture. Then is a joint stock company, and then joint cooperative organizations. All these are the very well examples of the private sectors. We have already discussed that thing. We will not go in detail to explain what are the features of these type of private sectors and all that. Already we have discussed in very detailed form. the forms of business organizations. Then I'm going to start with the public sector undertakings, that is PSUs. Now, what do you mean by public sector undertakings? Public enterprises are those enterprises which are established by the government. Whether the government is fully owner of those sector, or the maximum ownership lies in the hands of the government. That sector is known as the public sector, where the maximum share is in the hand of the government. Government has full control over this sector, that is known as PSU, public sector undertaking. Then ownership and management in the hands of government. I told you that ownership, maximum shareholder, maximum shares are in the hands of the government, and control, also the major decisions are also taken by the government. Next one, it is directly owned or maximum ownership of the government. I told you either government has full control over that sector, or the maximum share, maximum control is in the hands of government. And it's, we can call, they are known by different names in the society, that is the state enterprises, public corporations, public enterprises, public sector undertakings, and the government undertakings. Definitely their aim is service motive, apart from earning profits, more and more profits, because every business organization, you know that it is established to earn more profits. Same is the case with the public sector, but they aim at providing service to the people. For example, the railways, the communication department, the post and telegraph department. All these departments, although if they are running into losses, even they are not shut, because the aim is to provide service to the the weaker section, or the major middle class, and all the people of the society. There is, for example, I told you government hospitals, government colleges, etc. All these are the well-known examples of the public enterprises. Then this is the example of public enterprises, that is UCO Bank, Hindustan Petroleum, HALE, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, and NALCO. It's also one of the example of the public undertakings. So we have discussed in detail. I've shown you the example of the various public sector companies in India. They are all the Indian companies, and we have discussed. Next, we are going to start with the merits and what type of public sector undertakings are there and what are the features. We'll discuss in detail.